All right, so we have a couple of things left to do before we let everybody go. The one thing I'd like to bring to everybody's attention is the significant amount of work that we do to try and ensure that racing is fair and is perceived to be fair. And sometimes those two pieces don't necessarily connect. But to that end, we are an observed performance. And as Adam points out, if there isn't sufficient data to provide that, we look for ways to ensure that there is an ability to give a fair handicap for all people. In light of that, some of the work that the executive committee will be doing is actually, we're going to develop a strategic plan that looks at a process mapping exercise so that there is there's clear transparency. What does fit as statistically significant information? What does create those envelopes for people to question or challenge a rating system or to get that rating for any particular vote? So, and in doing so, we're setting our priorities of what we're trying to accomplish. And really what we're trying to accomplish is making racing fair and enjoyable for all people. One of the things that I think kind of warms all of our hearts is the new folks that are coming out, and given the COVID, I think each of our basins has seen boats come out racing that hadn't come out before. So it's a family activity going out, no flying sails. They're having fun. They're smiling, they're enjoying themselves, and they come to the dock and they're generally pretty happy. The people who come back to the dock and kick the ground and get, oh, shucks, I didn't want a pickle dish, are the people that are maybe taking life a little too seriously and that don't understand the priority of going out and enjoying sailing. So our objective is to make sure that the full range of people enjoy their racing experience and feel that they can actually have an enjoyable time with their people, and maybe not buy a case of beer and buy a certificate as a result of that. But that's some of the work that's coming forward in a strategic planning section to ensure that the transparency becomes most evident to all people. In light of that, that does create some of the work, and there is listed before you the folks who are willing to do a bunch of that work and have allowed their names to stand for the positions put before you. So are there any nominations that anybody would like any of these positions? And if so, we'll take nominations from the floor. We'll entertain nominations from the floor. Any nominations from the floor would then lead to a voting. We'll give it a minute to see if anybody feels there's a role to play. To that end, please engage as fully into PHRF-LO as you can. So be a handicapper, help your handicapper. When you see a young person walking down the dock, tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, come on. Not to tell tales out of school, but Owen's the youngest person on Central Council and the executive, and he ain't young.
No. I might look like I'm 39, ha ha.
Okay, so assuming that there are no other nominations from the floor, the slate of officers is acclaimed, and we will continue to work hard on your behalf to ensure that we can do that.
I think Randy is volunteering himself.
No, he just said ha ha.
Oh.
Randy can join the TAC. That would be useful.
Yeah. We appreciate the input and so the questions that came up in the Q&A, and even to Bill Visser's point of if you don't agree with something, please talk to us about it.
Please.
We value input and we seek input. So we appreciate all of that piece. So in light of that, if you have things for us, drop us a note and we'll get on with it. And short of that, is there any other new business from the floor? I'd like to thank Diana, Sheena, Allison, the balance of the executive for all the work that they've done on making this meeting happen. And I optimistically hope that we will be face-to-face in 2023. And I thank you very much for your efforts on this and wish you all a very successful sailing season coming up. So no further business. I ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Count me in.
Allison, seconder.
Anyone want to put their hand up?
Oh, everybody's raising their hands.
Okay.
Oh, good, good.
So, again, if you have, if you have questions or concerns, bring them up with either your local handicap or your district handicap or anybody on the executive. We're here to help. And we appreciate all you've done. Anyway, so I call this meeting to adjourn this meeting. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
I will
folks.
end the meeting shortly.
Thank you.